Okay, today we are at the park. I have not been feeling 100%. I've been really fatigued and just down the last couple days. So the girls are feeling that too. Mommy's boring the last couple days. So I put them in the car to go to the park and they fell asleep, but they're gonna wake up. So I sat in here for a minute to let them kind of finish their nap, but I'm gonna wake them up. It is a very beautiful sunny day, and we got all these fluffies flying through the air. Well, hold on. You are holding on. Catching this gap in the day. You know, it was raining this morning, and it stopped, and it's supposed to start again probably sometime this evening, early evening. I don't know, I think. Are you trying to swing? You can't get on that one, Layla. You're too little. You're too little. Come here. You don't want to go down that one. It's this one. You want to go down the tunnel? Hold on. Hold on. Such a big girl. All right, come on. Come on. Where you at? Wow! You like it? Okay, come on. Talk for a little bit. Hopefully my phone can stay up until I can get to the end of this live. You guys okay? You okay? This past weekend was okay. I struggled this past weekend, but I was good. We got out. I had a good time wherever we went. The girls went, their uncle, my brother, wanted to take them to the aquarium, and he's never been. So I was just like, that's fine. So I asked him when his next off day was, and we went. Actually, I think I'm gonna include that in this vlog.
To the Gulf of Mexico. Bet you didn't plan on that this morning. This is where the Mississippi River meets the ocean water. Absolutely breathtaking. What was that?
this past weekend was a okay weekend. Like, it was pretty cool. It had its ups and downs, and you know, we just keep pushing. I have to remind myself, like, with all that I'm going through, I have always been like this. I've always been really hard on myself, and you know, it is what it is. I try not to be, but I am. Like, my internal dialogue with myself can be really toxic at times, and so I'm happy to have people around me that not only help me keep that in check. Like, sometimes I just keep that to myself because it could be a lot. Like, you know, when you keep things to yourself too much, like, that's how the enemy runs rampant. That's not to say that every time you have a negative feeling or share everything that goes on in your head, but that goes to say, like, if it's getting too toxic, or if you're too hard on yourself, if you're driving yourself crazy, like, it's really good to, like, open up about it. God can't just speak to you yourself in your head. God has to, not God has to, but he uses his word, he uses his people. The Holy Spirit, like, can speak to you, but, like, you gotta come out of your head. When I'm in a place where I know I'm going through a test, I would be really hard on myself in a lot of different ways. Like, I would think the test is all about, every time, all the time, I would always think the test is about how I handle things and how I react. God must be upset with me. I failed it. Oh my gosh, I failed. And I can never do right. And I talked to my postpartum doula, who is amazing. She is not my counselor, but she also sits with you and lets you talk through, you know, how the birth was, how, you know, you're doing postpartum. She not just solely gave me a different perspective, but another thing of what she feels like God is trying to teach me in this test that I haven't gotten before. And that's not so much as how you handle things perfectly. I told her, though I feel that way, I did say this, like, I'm constantly having to talk to God, lean on his word, praying, but I think I spend a lot of my prayer time, like, in regret or apologizing or questioning whether what I did right or wrong. She was just like, this season, I really believe by what you're telling me that God is wanting you to not just trust him more, but lean on him more. All of these situations that I'm going through, constantly keeping me in conversation with God. That made so much sense, thinking of everything going on right now. Yes, Layla? You ready to go home? Okay. I think it's time to go home.